So depending on where you're coming from in Nigeria, you know that anybody coming from, if you're in Nigeria, everybody's like, we're like 70% mad. If you're coming from Nigeria, you know that we are all like 70%. If like I say we are not mad in Jesus' name, every Nigerian has a default madness in their head. Is when you touch us, that's when our madness will come outside. So when you actually travel outside Nigeria and travel out of the country, and this one brings us to the question of what is your fate? I mean, what is my fate after the UK visa, after the UK healthcare visa, or after when you actually get the, what is your fate when you actually get the, English is hard. People who don't pass IELTS, how not take do am? Because I've been trying to construct small English. Please, can I speak Yoruba? Kini ìpín mi tí n bá ti dé ilé. God, even the Yoruba self is hard. Who can I speak now? I talk for pidgin. Okay, wetin be my hope? Abi wetin be my fate? We be say if I reach UK now, wetin be I say language is hard. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, especially if you are from Nigeria, that kind of thing, and then maybe applying for visa and everything, then the immigration will be like, wait, you came in as a carer, and then you're changing to engineering. Assuming you even came in as a carer and you're changing to nurse now, at least they are still far away. You came in as a carer, you're changing to engineering, or you came in as a carer, you're changing to law. How did he correlate? So which country are you from? Nigeria. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Sure, you guys know that some of the videos I make it's not as if anybody will actually ask me the question. Though, so I have some that people have actually asked me and actually made, oh, this thing is not on slow mo. You know, to me like that day that I thought I was shooting, the thing was doing slow mo. Okay, as I was saying, though maybe in my comment section somebody can just ask a question, and then maybe when I actually feel like, okay, this is something that everybody will actually benefit from, so I try to shoot the video to actually like post it so that everybody can see it. But sometimes I'll just stay, maybe I'll just be preparing for my next video, or maybe while talking, and then there's some ridiculous questions, not like ridiculous, or some criminal triggered not like criminal, but like there's some Nigerianish question that will just spring up in my head, and I'm just like, wait, would there be somebody that will actually need this question? With this thing, what can this thing, how would I put that in English now? Can this thing be going on in somebody's mind? In somebody's mind? Like, I'll just think it, but let me share this video. We never can tell. But me, I know that I cannot be a Nigerian for fun. I'm not a bastard because I know that I will learn me. As I said in my first video when I actually uploaded it on my channel, that this visa, this healthcare visa, like you see it like a stepping stone into UK, not like something like you do forever. This is not me saying maybe the job is not a good job or anything, but you know there are some characteristics that is actually required, personal characteristics required for you to stay in that type of job. It's not a job that any other person can do, and that's why I said it's just like a stepping stone for you to travel outside the country. Most people have tried to leave the country. Most people have legitimately legally tried to leave the country. Either agents scam them, or they don't have money to process it, or maybe the money, or any scenario. So that's why I feel like it's an opportunity for you to like migrate. When you get there, you actually sort yourself. The sort of yourself that I say is not illegal, illegal sorting. Legal, of course. And this one brings us to the question of what is your fate? What is my fate after the UK visa, after the UK healthcare visa, or after when you actually get the, what is your fate when you actually get the, English is hard. People who don't pass IELTS, how not take do am? Because I've been trying to construct small English. Please, can I speak Yoruba? Kini ìpín mi tí n bá ti dé ilé. God, even the Yoruba self is hard. Who can I speak now? I talk for pidgin. Okay, Wetin be my hope, abi wetin be my faith wey be say if I reach UK now, wetin be I say language is hard. Okay, what I am trying to say is, what is your fate or what is my fate, anybody's fate, when you actually get to UK as a healthcare assistant or health assistant, support worker, living worker, any of those things? What is your fate? Especially if it's somebody like they've actually have like a dream work or a dream career they've actually wanted to work towards. That's why I'm actually making this video. Some of you, like maybe you went to school, studied engineering, law, economics, banking and finance, medicine, even nursing, name it. So many of you are actually career oriented person, but because of the country you are, Nigeria or anywhere you are, like it's not promising getting a job and all of that, and then you feel like if you actually take this job, hope is not going to like limit your career or anything. But I'm not sure somebody you should actually think, somehow you might actually think like that is not the path you actually find yourself. You find yourself doing something better than that. What is your fate when you get to UK? That's why I'm making this video. Do you understand the English that I just joined together? Because that's the best I can speak. No face. So the thing is, when you get to UK, like I said, you actually find your square root. But if you actually get a job as a healthcare worker, healthcare assistant, living supporter, any of these healthcare types, anyone, before you sign your agreement, go through it very well. I think that most of you want to japa and everything. You get, in as much as you want to japa, don't go and japa into something that will tie your leg together. Don't go and sign agreement that you can't tell your employer that all your earnings will be giving it to me. And UK is a land of law. It's not like in Nigeria that they'll say, there's no a here in UK. Everything you're doing is actually binded by law and agreement. And if you break anyone, you know where it belongs now. We'll just see on Insta blog. A Nigerian wanted to deal. So before you sign any agreement with your employer, make sure you read it very well. So what I am saying is, there are so many agencies, there are so many care workers and everything. Some of them, their agreement or work schedule is very flexible, whereas some is not flexible. Just like you've rented an apartment before in Nigeria or anywhere you are, some landlord, they will say their rule will be like this. Why some they'll just put normal basic rule, don't do this. Why some they'll give you condition, don't sleep by 2 o'clock, don't sleep by 4 o'clock. Exactly how it is. So all agents are not the same. Even if you and your friend, you got the job and then an agent, no two agency is the same. Make sure, and whatever they write on their website is or might even be different from whatever you're signing. So make sure you read through it very well. So why I'm actually saying this is, if you know you're a career person, like doing that senior career thing is not your type of work, like me, it's not a crime. People are just different, tailored to different tastes and different everything. That's why I'm just in Nigeria and I'm giving you guys this video to motivate the shit that they are doing and everything. You know, something I can do for another person, I can do it for my personal people, doing it for another person. Though there's nothing bad in doing the work, because you're actually helping somebody's life. Because it might be you tomorrow, be on your sick bed, and then somebody has to care for you. Just like it's not everybody that can study medicine, it's not everybody that can be a nurse. You understand? But this one is just like a legitimate route of actually migrating from your country. So when you now feel, let's say you actually studied engineering or civil engineering, and you feel like you really want to be an engineer, when you get to UK, what's the first thing that you should do? You change your course. First thing you do is, as a normal person, you first sit down, study your environment, study everything, balance well. At least for the first 2 or 3 months, your body, if you've not traveled out before, first 2 or 3 months, your body will just be like adapting to a new environment. But if you know that you've traveled out before, 1 month is just okay for you to actually just adapt to your environment and get over anything. But some people have different level of adaptability. Some people can take them 6 months, some can take them 1 year, but normal Nigerian, less than 3 months safe. And especially if you don't have anybody there, if you have somebody there, it might be easy for you to adapt. If you know somebody there, maybe like a family or friend, it might be easy for you to actually adapt faster. But if you say you come to an agent and everything might be kind of difficult because so many things will change in your body. But UK and Nigerian time is not that different though. They are just like 1 hour after. So sometimes you have to adjust your circadian rhythm, like the time you sleep, the time you wake up. And especially maybe if you've been jobless in Nigeria before, you have to get used to new rules, new way of doing things, new working environment. Maybe the way place you used to work is under bridge Yanobaja. They say wale pẹ̀lú change, like your body will just start getting getting used to that type of environment of how things are done in a serene environment. So depending on where you're coming from in Nigeria, you know that anybody coming from, especially in Nigeria, everybody's like, we are like 70% mad. If you're coming from Nigeria, you know that we are all like 70%. If like say we are not mad in Jesus' name, every Nigerian has a default madness in their head. Is when you touch us, that's when our madness will come outside. So when you actually travel outside Nigeria and travel out of the country, that's when your madness level will now be reducing. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. That's why even till now, even when they make a Nigerian angry outside the country, you still see them that they just overreact and all of that. You understand? So a typical Nigerian, everybody has like 70% money because we've gone through a lot. They frustrated us, everything. Everybody's like angry, that kind of thing. That's why you see people when they come back from outside the country, there's some things that even if you visit, they'll just walk past you. They don't get time to they follow you argue. But Nigerians, they go vex where they live for Nigeria. That's why I say almost all Nigerian, like 70% have this small kind of spirit madness, he knows. So you move into a new environment, you have to let out that spirit of madness, learn how to do things in a serene way. And most of you in Nigeria, sometimes even when somebody is saying this is not how it's done there, like you will see so many things. There are so many things that we're actually doing in Nigeria, you feel like is right. When you get there, you know that's not how they do things. In fact, your head there, it will just be auto default. Nobody will come and teach you, don't do. You will see it with your eyes. Like when you're at the bus station, they have to form a queue. They don't used to jump queue. That one that you come and say, bros, alpha, and that kind of, like you have to learn so many things. So it can take like a few months for some person. So what I'm trying to say is, when you move there, it could take you like 3 months to actually adjust, study the place. You studying the place actually even involve you knowing your environment. So if you know you actually studied engineering in Nigeria and you really still want to be an engineer, in that 3 months of knowing yourself, going to work, meeting people and everything, of course, you would have been knowing how engineering something is there. Even if you don't know it, Google is actually your friend. So that's when you can actually apply for this work. But another reason why I said it is because if you get to UK and then in the next 2 weeks you already say you want to apply for UK this thing blah blah blah, you safe. And it is not even going to be possible because most agreement that you actually sign is always like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Some is 5 years, some is 10 years. And that's why I say you should check the agreement you sign with your employer. In some of the agreements you sign, your employer can say you have to be with them for the next 2, 3 or 4 years. But if you decide to leave after 6 months, after 1 year, you have to pay a particular money to them. I hope you understand. And then they can put some conditions there like that. So before you sign your agreement, make sure you actually go through it very well. And before you actually tell your employer that, okay, I'm not doing I've gotten an engineering job, make sure that your employer, he has employed you, given you a job and offered you a CSO. Because if you quit here, and this one did not, and in this thing, the CSO used to take about 3 or 4 months, depending, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. Sometimes it used to take like 1 month, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on the time of the month and when they are recruiting the most, or any factor can. Some people's own is 1 month, some people's own is 2 weeks, some people's own is 3 months, some people's will take 6 months. So make sure you collect your certificate of sponsorship, like you've gotten that job before telling this your healthcare or gather. You're actually not doing it again. And even before you go and apply for a work, make sure you go through the work details, the work visa and everything, for you to know, like, if you actually want to quit, how much are you paying, and then do you have that type of money, or this is, some can say you should pay on installments, some can say you should pay once, some can say you should, so many this thing. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, if you actually use this health assistant role to actually go to UK, you can actually still do your dream job. But is the ASAP, like how soon can you actually do your dream job or your dream career, is what I cannot really specify, depending on the condition I have certified. So if you actually sign an agreement with your employer that you have to stay with them for 1 year, just close your eyes, manage for that 1 year, save up enough money, know more about everything and everything. But another thing is, when you actually apply to some maybe engineering firms, some can even say, maybe if you are with a particular employer before, they can pay that money for you, so you'll be owing your new employer. I hope you understand that. So that's why nothing is going to stop you from applying to this job. You can actually apply for this job, but at least let it be like after 3 months. You can apply as soon as possible, but at least let it be after 3 months, so that, especially if you are from Nigeria, that kind of thing, and then maybe applying for visa and everything, then the immigration will be like, wait, you came in as a carer and then you're changing to engineering. Assuming you even came in as a carer and you're changing to nurse now, at least they are still far. You came in as a carer, you're changing to engineering, or you came in as a carer, you're changing to law. How did he correlate? So which country are you from? Nigeria. So that kind of thing. So don't give them room for suspicion. So even if they want to ask that, what changed your mind? Why are you changing? You might actually tell them that you actually done the work, and this is not what you saw in your career path. This is not what you feel like. You don't feel fulfilled doing this, like, you know, all those inspiration things. So if they not ask you that, maybe you say you've had the experience in Nigeria, you might actually tell them that maybe in your country, maybe because you and your people, like, you are the same tribe and everything, like, you might just say the work was feeling overwhelming from you and everything. So after 3 months, you actually have valid reason. Not like you come this week, next week you want to go and look for a job where who was suspicious gone. So if it's still in the healthcare line, you can still do that. But if it's non-related healthcare, law, how did they join together? So this is me just telling you that any career path you actually want to migrate to, it is actually possible, 100% possible, but don't rush, take your time. And another thing we actually advise at 3 months is, you know how agencies work, the type of agreement you should sign, like, it make you to gain a lot of experience and understand a lot of their policies. You can even stay up to 6 months or anything, because of course you have to raise money to pay your former employer. So be careful in whatever agreement you sign. So guys, that's what I said for my day, guys. So if you like this video, be sure to click the subscribe button, and I don't know why this says train out. I'll see my next video. Thanks for watching. I didn't even say it, guys. I'm here for thumbnail.